If any of you suckers got the GameCube any lower than almost S tier, you're getting banned.
He ain't lying. I gave her. You see?
Way too. I want to do another tier list and probably upload this joint on the YouTubes. Today I wanted to do the best gaming consoles tier list.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir.
I feel like this would make for some content. There's a pony bias in this community though. Bro, that's where I come in. I'm the balanced, person that has all of the great gaming opinions. So that's where I come in to provide balance. I'm like the Thanos. First off, the tiers we got. We got S tier, of course, which is goated. Then I had to make some edits. So I was like, if you ain't in S tier, you ain't you still good, but so you got S tier, you got almost S tier, but not quite, You got B plus tier, badass console, but needed that extra oomph to it. You got C tier, a solid console, but not a go-to device. You got a D tier, fun to play when drunk. And then you got the F tier. Yeah, you should have kept that in the drafts, Chief. Because I wasn't trying to disrespect no consoles out there, just because a console might not be in a certain T and a sucker disagrees, that don't mean I'm trying to disrespect. So I don't want no suckers be like, oh, how you ain't got this in that's why I had to be real specific. Suckers be getting in their little panties. If Kingpin, will you freaking hold your damn horses and stop trying to already slurp off Nintendo? We ain't even get to that freaking console yet. And this sucker says Switch is S tier. In what world? Alright, no, let's get this jump started. Okay, so for Sega Saturn, all of the unks that played this in chat, I need y'all to let me know, because I ain't even played the freaking Sega Saturn. This man said, just give it a D and move on. Fun to play when drunk. Oh, snap, you got a Saturn, bro? Alright, let's play it. Dreamcast. That's Sega Dreamcast, bro. I never owned the Dreamcast neither. The only time I played the Dreamcast is when I would walk inside of the stores and they had that freaking junk on a display and you would look up playing that Sonic the Hedgehog game. Where that Dreamcast going, bro? Huh? Any Dreamcast owners growing up in chat? Dreamcast is not S tier. Stop it. And I didn't even own the Dreamcast, and I know that it's not S tier. Stop it. I'm gonna let y'all steer the boat with this, because I ain't own a Dreamcast. I'll probably put it in the C tier. And again, this is why I have the description in each box. C tier is not bad. It just means a solid console, but not a go-to device. I felt like no one was their primary console was a Dreamcast at that time. Dreamcast was just ahead of his time in other ways. But I'm gonna let y'all steer. A whole bunch of y'all suckers saying nah, B. Okay, fall back. Sega Genesis. Yo, honestly, dog, let's do this one. For me, I'm putting this junk almost S tier, but not quite. What you suckers saying? I mean, but then again, there's a whole bunch of you Zoomers that you suckers ain't start playing games until PS3 era. PS3 and Xbox 360 era. So for the suckers that are actually are aware of, these times with the Sega Genesis, where would this console go for y'all? For me, I'm putting it in the almost S tier, but not quite. Sega Genesis, bro. At that time, man, whew, Sega's best console easily. I actually agree. Does anyone that actually knew about the Genesis disagree with it being in the almost S tier, but not quite? Okay, I'm seeing a whole bunch of respect. Can y'all educate me on this? I really didn't like. So I'm guessing the Super Nintendo came after the Nintendo, right? I mean, I'm just assuming. I think I got into Nintendo with the first one being the Super Nintendo, I think. I really did. Yeah, so like what was the upgrade? Like with the let's do the first Nintendo. Where should this go? Like, I don't know. I ain't used that one. It saved the gaming industry. All right, now let's do the Super Nintendo. I'm more familiar with this one. The Super Nintendo. Well, we put in this. Well, we put in this one, chat. Now, I'm probably putting this junk in S tier. I mean, because I'm way more familiar with this. This when Nintendo, like, bro, it was Nintendo would die. Like, if you ain't had to have a Nintendo console, were you even really gaming at this time?
No.
Well, Stealth, actually, I can, buddy. This man Stealth said, but you can't just go off what you are familiar with, bro. Actually, nigga, I can. You know why? Because this is my stream, not yours. I can do whatever the hell I want. You dumb idiot. Shut your behind up. Super Nintendo, I feel like we all agree that this junk is S tier, bro. Nintendo 64. I've always said that the Nintendo 64 is like, the junk had, of course, GoldenEye. Junk had the Banjo-Kazooie games, friggin' Super Mario, like, N64 was a great console. I just feel like, for the freaking controller, I think the N64 controller is the worst gaming controller of all time. That junk was literally made for chip hands. Like, whoever designed the N64 controller should be shot on sight. The N64 had great games, but my God, that controller was horrible. See? I'm seeing suckers say see. Bro, that Pokemon Stadium, bro? Yo. I remember I would go to my white friend. His name was Gregory. Still remember his name. I will go to that sucker's house just to play Pokemon Stadium. Gregory, bro, hey, can I come over, bro, and play some Pokemon Stadium? Yeah, sure, Blackie. Come on over. Come on over, bro. Pokemon Stadium. Freaking GoldenEye. I remember the first time he freaking introduced me to that. What's that trash game called that sucker swears like the greatest game of all time? Zelda Ocarina of Time. Like, I was playing that. Like, I remember this stuff. We're gonna put a dot in the almost S tier, but not quite. Let's go ahead and put it there. Okay, PlayStation 1. Where we put in this one, chat? I need to see where y'all is with this one. This was the time to, like, we ain't realized that we was gonna eventually turn into ponies, but like, PlayStation 1 was like the first. It was like, yo, like, okay, this junk got the crashes. It had, man, PlayStation 1 at that time, bro. Crash, freaking I was playing Croc. I didn't play Metal Gear Solid at first. I didn't actually play Metal Gear Solid for the first time until like the PS3 era, actually. But PlayStation 1. Where y'all feel like the PS1 should go? Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I feel like almost S tier, but not quite. Like, I feel like that's kind of where I'm thinking with PS1 as well. Because I wouldn't put it S tier. I feel like S tier is like for certain. I know the consoles that I'm looking at for S tier. Now let's move on to what I think most people think is the greatest time in gaming, the greatest generation of gaming. That PS2, that Xbox, and that GameCube. Let's do the GameCube first. Now, my opinion, and I'm cutting off the music for this.
Happy Saturday, gamer.
Happy Saturday, brother.
If any of you suckers got the GameCube any lower than almost S tier, you're getting banned. That's how I feel. Because the GameCube, in my opinion, even though Super Nintendo is an S tier, the GameCube, in my opinion, is like the last great Nintendo console that they put out. The only thing that held the GameCube back was that junk ain't really have no third party support like that. And that's it, really. that is literally it. If the GameCube just had better third-party support, that junk would be S tier. Easily S tier. I mean, bro, we talking about Smash Bros. Melee. We talking about the greatest Sonic game ever created, Sonic Adventure 2. We freaking talking about Super Mario Sunshine, Star Fox Adventures, Zelda Wind Waker, and probably one of the most replayed games in history. Suckers is still playing Super Smash Bros. Melee today. I ain't never seen a game have this much longevity. That all came from the GameCube, buddy. So where y'all got the GameCube, bro? I need to see how y'all feeling about the GameCube. Bro, the GameCube controller, I loved it too. Like, some people, I don't know. For me personally, I thought the GameCube was so, like, cute at that time. Like, some people didn't like the fact that it had those small discs. I love that junk. It made it different. But at the same time, it did give it, you know, some devs wasn't trying to, you know, freaking put their games on them small little ass discs. But I thought, bro, the GameCube was amazing, bro. The intro when you would start up GameCube, like, bro, all that, bro. The way I'm starting to think, bro, GameCube might be S tier. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This just really might be S tier, bro. I just wanted to say, at this moment, my bias was showing. Okay, GameCube was one. I mean, yes, I did like the PS2 more, but GameCube held a special place in my heart just because of the way I got it, the way I was introduced to it. I was definitely kind of tripping during this part. Now that, you know, all that bias has kind of gone out the window and time has passed, I'd probably say that GameCube would be a B+ tier console, badass, but needed that extra oomph. So yeah, just mind you, I was kind of, you know, fanboying right now. I really love the GameCube. It didn't really have third-party support like that, especially in that generation next to that PS2. It was tough, man. That was just a tough generation for GameCube to stand out, because you had PS2, you had the new kid on the block, Xbox. Let's do Xbox next. The real Xbox One, the original Xbox One, the only Xbox One, the actual first Xbox. Where do y'all have this? This is Microsoft's first time. I know you suckers ain't saying S tier for Xbox. S tier? Are you on crack? No, but I know it had Halo at that point, and Halo was like, you know, Halo. But come on, bro. let's like take it a few notches back right now. I actually didn't get Xbox until this generation was like almost over. But it was all because of Halo. I'm like, yo, I was playing that junk at my friend's house, freaking Halo 2 Xbox Live. I was like, oh my God, I need an Xbox right now. I literally every single console generation besides this one right now, I got an Xbox for Halo. Go ahead and give it to me. Yo, Fusion Frenzy? And I don't know if you also played, what was it called? It was called Kung Fu Chaos that they had on this. Like, I just felt like this was a great first console for Microsoft. Like, it wasn't an S tier, but like when they came on like the scene, like suckers was like, they took notice, like, yo, you heard of this? Like, this new console doing this and that, and they got this game. But unless y'all give me a good reason to put this junk in almost S tier, I feel like putting this junk in B tier. Badass console, but needed that extra oomph is very fair. Unless y'all give me, you know, something else. If you like break it down to me, I feel like that's fair. That's very fair. Alright, now I mean, can we all just
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can we all just agree that PS2 is S tier and like let's move on? Like, is there really anything else to say? Like, PS2, like, I mean, what the hell else am I supposed to say? Like, this console was hands down probably the most popular video game console of all times. All your friends had this junk. Everyone had a PS2. Everyone had a PS2. If it wasn't to play games, it was to watch movies. PS2, the greatest gaming library of all time. I mean, where is the pony emotes? This is when it was like you were proud to be a pony. Proud. PS2, the greatest gaming console of all time, in my opinion. It don't even come close, really. We will never see another library like the PS2 library ever again in gaming. Ever again in gaming. Truly a time. Truly one of the greats. I mean, chat, what is we talking about right now? What is we talking about? PS2, S tier, greatest console ever, greatest library ever. Just goated, bro. Goated. Yes! 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 Let's move on to the that PlayStation tree. PS2 is peak console hardware / software. OG said, damn, you made me shed a tear. That PS3, chat. That PS3. Now, if you suckers don't remember, PS3 had a rough start. that jump for like the first 3 years, yeah. That junk was pretty like, man, why did I buy this junk again? I spent $600 for a Blu-ray player. This junk ain't got nothing outside of resistance. That PS3, it had a rough start, but then Uncharted came out. Not the first Uncharted, the second Uncharted. Then Uncharted 2 came out in 2009, and it changed everything for the PS3. So overall, where would y'all have the PS3? Where would y'all put the PS3, bro? From start to finish. It didn't have a good start at the beginning. I still remember in that gen, it was all about Xbox 360 for the first like 4 or 5 years. Then, you know, I even remember suckers started saying in that gen, yo, all Xbox got is Halo and Gears. Like, And then PS3 was still dropping exclusives like Uncharted and freaking God of War, and then Last of Us came out. It was still like, then PS3 started to take over. I'm quite perplexed. I'm quite perplexed because PS3 did start to really become goated towards the end. It really did. This is tough, actually. This man said Metal Gear Solid 4 and Last of Us boosted it to B. What? Boosted it to B tier because of Metal Gear Solid 4 and Last of Us? DK said D tier at launch, hit B at the end of the life cycle. I'm actually surprised I'm not. I mean, outside of Demolish, of course, Demolish is thinking that this junk is S tier, but Demolish is the biggest pony in this chat. Infamous, God of War, Last of Us, almost S. Can someone do a poll real quick? Where does PS3 belong? In the almost S tier or the B plus tier? I need a poll. That's what I'm saying. Like, PS3 had Killzone. Like, when Killzone was still, like, people still cared about Killzone. PS3 had Resistance. Like, that was, like, Resistance was going on. Killzone was going on. Uncharted. Last of Us. Freaking Heavy Rain. I mean, damn, bro. PS3 it started to really get, like, the games, bro. Like, I'll say this. If PS3 is B tier, then Xbox 360 is almost S tier. So you're saying the Xbox 360 is better than the PS3 as an overall console? We're about to get to that next, but we ain't even on 360 yet. Vote for PS3. Damn, this is close too, bro. Got 43 suckers that voted for almost S, 40 suckers voted for B plus. Only the freaking ponies, bro. PS3 was not S tier. I'm sorry, bro. And I know Demolish, you are one of those votes. S tier is for special consoles, bro. Almost S. It's official. That's what won. PS3 gets almost S tier, which I feel like is very you can make a strong debate for that. Very strong debate. Alright, nah. Well, yeah. Before we get to 360, let's get these trash Wii consoles out of the way. Where does the Wii belong? The first Wii. Where are we putting this? Was it the Wii or the Wii U that was like so hard to find when this junk first came out? And so it was like, yo, this junk must be freaking amazing. But then like you found out that most people that had the Wii, it was just like staying inside of their like closets. They wasn't like actually playing this thing. People just bought it because like of hype, but no one actually cared about the Wii. Was it that the Wii or the Wii U?
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
The Wii is B plus? B plus? So you putting the Wii there with Dreamcast and the original Xbox? But I'm saying Wii is C tier. Which again, and this is why I had to add descriptions, because this is no disrespect. Solid console, but not a go-to device. I feel like that is the very epitome of the Wii. The Wii outsold both Xbox 3. That don't mean diddly squat, okay? Because the Wii outsold both the and first off, did it really? And secondly, no one with no one in their right mind would say that the Wii was a better gaming device than the PS3 or Xbox 360. The sales don't tell the whole damn story. I mean, if sales told the whole story, then COD is the greatest shooter ever, which we all know. I mean, unless you're special, that it's not. We had some fire games. Name a 5, quick. And name 5 without putting in Wii Sports. Quick, go.
Damn.
Fucking.
Mario, Zelda. This sucker said wonderful 100. Bruh, if you don't knock it off, if you don't knock it off. The Wii is absolutely not S tier. Whoever said that is literally special. S tier for the Wii? You mean the disrespect to even think Wii belongs next to the Super Nintendo or the PS2? You're literally a crackhead. That is not getting S tier. And I don't even care if it gets the most votes for S tier. I refuse to put that junk in S tier. Mario Galaxy 1, Mario. Oh, it's tied actually between B plus and C. Yeah, let me put in my vote. This one is a C for me. It's tied. Vote. It's not bad, Hunter, and this is why I had to put descriptions next to each one, because this is not me trying to like disrespect any consoles. Like C tier is still good. Not every console could be an S tier or almost S tier, bro. Like that's just facts. It can't. Please do C. I'm rigging the poll. I'm rigging it. Yo, it got C by 1 vote. 50 to 49, bro. Hey. I ain't do nothing. This junk is C tier. No disrespect to the Wii. We still got Wii U up next. But let's do the Xbox 360. Now this is gonna be tough. I feel like people are going to be split on this because the Xbox 360 was literally, again, way more popular than the PS3. But does that mean overall it was a better gaming console than the PS3? At the end of the life cycle, no, it wasn't. You could be as popular as you want, but even in that generation, I remember like around like the Halo Reach and like Gears 3 arc, suckers started saying even in this gen, yo, does Xbox have anything outside of Halo? Outside of Halo and Gears? Even back in this generation. So yeah, we all know Xbox Live was freaking spitting on PSN, killing PlayStation 3. From an online perspective, I feel like multiplayer gaming peaked actually with Xbox 360. Bro, experiencing Xbox Live, what a time. What an absolute time. Being called the N-word every freaking 5 seconds on COD or Gears, whatever. Like, bro, like, you can't write a story like that. You can't write a script like that. You can't write this junk. It just happens organically. Like, those were great times.
I beg your pardon, bruh. I beg your pardon, bruh. Did I hear you say that? I hope something was wrong with my ears because I could have sworn.
But after a while, 360 did start to lose some of its flair towards the end. So you got to keep that in mind too. So I feel like, are we putting 360 in the same tier as Super Nintendo and PS2? Not on my watch. I would say this junk would get the almost S tier, but not quite. For 360. How am I a pony? Because I'm saying that the 360 is almost S tier, but not quite. That makes me a pony? Bro, I'm trying to put the whole thing into perspective for you suckers. 360, its main thing was Xbox Live. And that's when COD was still prime days of COD. Remember 360 was getting all of the COD DLCs first. Had the way better online experience. Freaking Halo was still in its prime days. Gears. But y'all remembering just a certain section of the Xbox 360. Going from like 2010 towards the end, like the last 3 years of 360, it wasn't always sunshines and daisies. I'm trying to put the whole thing into perspective, bro. PS3 did eventually still outsell. Since you suckers want to talk about sales, PS3 did eventually still outsell 360 worldwide and had the freaking better games. I'm just trying to put it all in perspective. That don't make me a pony. I'm just saying, are we putting Xbox 360 in S tier with Super Nintendo and PlayStation 2? 360 belongs in the same conversation as those two.
No, you wrong. You just wrong. Shut the fuck up and be wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
Do a poll. I'm split. Do a poll. Push PS3 down. It said push PS3 down a tier because the 360, bro. Xbox 360 is the best Microsoft console. I completely agree. I completely agree with that.
The Xbox 360 was more consistent than the PS3. Just because PS3 came back towards the end don't mean shit.
Consistent?
Give Microsoft their first W and
Wait,
put the 360 in S tier, sucker.
Consistent as far as what? What do you mean consistent? I mean, when you say consistent, are you talking about the Red Ring of Death? Like, yeah, they had a whole bunch of that stuff going on. That, yeah, you're right. That it was consistent. But if we talking about games, like if we talking about games, like after a while, it wasn't that consistent, was it? It wasn't. Bro, this is when the talk started of what else does Xbox have outside of Halo and Gears. This started in this same generation. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it did. I just don't want us to have what do they call it? Revisionist history. See, I mean, this is tough because S tier is winning. S tier won. Wow, y'all really got. I mean, I'm not trying to like disrespect, but y'all got 360 in the same tier as Super Nintendo and PS. But 360 belongs next to PS2? Listen, in my opinion, no, but this ain't just my opinions. Okay, y'all got it.
No, you wrong. You just wrong. Shut the fuck up and be wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
Just Noodles said, I swear y'all be eating glue. Bruh, that's kind of crazy to me, but y'all voted.
Now let's move on to that Wii U. It could even be more important than that Wii U.
Where does the Wii U belong?
That Wii U?
The Wii U was pretty much a freaking beta test for the Switch, if we being honest. It was a beta test. John Got the Juice said, how many console makers you know made a console so bad they made a new console in the same gen? The Vita outsold the Wii U, fam. It's F tier. So you mean to tell me the Wii U, they should have kept it in the drafts, Chief? Why you said that?
Wii U is simply a physical draft for the Switch. Plus, 99% of its games are available elsewhere. Get this shit out of my face.
Maybe the Wii U is F tier, bro. I thought it was trash, but I didn't think it was that trash. Should have kept it in the drafts, Chief. All right, let's go With that X, no, let's do PS4. What did PS4 have? It had one Uncharted, one Last of Us, God of the War, Bloodborne. PS4 had one Uncharted. Uncharted 3 came out on PS3, right? Yeah. PS4 only had Uncharted. Whoa. You counting Lost? Man, Lost Legacy don't count. Stop. That's a DLC. I'm interested in what y'all think. Do y'all think the PS4 was a better overall PlayStation era than PS3? From beginning to end.
Donations.
You got PS3 rated too high. PS4 is better than PS3.
Okay, so this is what I was thinking, because going off of that logic, I see most of you suckers saying, yeah, if we're going by that logic, then that puts PS4 in S tier because we have the PS3 in almost S tier. And there is no way, and you can't call me a pony for this because I'm literally debating against putting this in S tier. There is no way that the PS4 is an S tier console. No way. So do we bring PS3 down? What is we doing? This like I said, bias. Yo, this is tough because then when you look at so we say it's so like when you look at it, it's so weird because are we saying the PS3 was on the isn't the same category as Dreamcast and the original Xbox? That's tough.
Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, Persona 5, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Bloodborne. Like, what are we really talking about, bro? PS4 is better than PS3.
This is tough, man. Because if y'all think the PS4 is better than PS3, we have to bring PS3 down then. Because PS4 is not S tier. I'm sorry. It's not. So put PS4 in the B tier and put PS4 in almost S tier?
Donations.
360 on the same level.
No, that is literally what I was thinking.
Can't compete with the PS2 catalog. Y'all niggas crazy. Almost 2 tier. PS4 is almost S tier because PS4 brought back AAA Japanese games like Monster Hunter World, Nier Automata and Persona 5.
Wait. Demolish said, this is the same thing that I literally said this and Suckers was saying that I was a pony. So Demolish just said 360 on the same level as PS2. 360 catalog can't compete with the PS2 catalog. Y'all niggas crazy. Drop that shit to almost 2 tier. PS4 is almost an S tier because PS4 brought back AAA Japanese games like Monster Hunter World, Nier Automata, and Persona 5. I mean, I disagree with that too. That 360 does not belong in S tier. But when we did the votes, 361 for S tier. If I had this junk my way, 360 would no way. I would have 360 in almost S tier. But we had a whole discussion about that. Man, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's really tough because you can make a debate for PS3 being better than PS4, but you can also make a debate for PS4 being better than 3. I really feel like it's just based on how you look at it. What about that Xbox One? That Xbone? Probably the worst generation for Xbox. Xbox was just getting spit on this gen. This junk came out and it was like, oh yeah, you can't play it without the Kinect. Sorry. That junk changed real quick. Real quick. C tier next. Xbox One is wow. I'm surprised you're saying this. C money. You are the Xbot in the chat. F at the beginning, C by the end. I like that, the painter. F at the beginning, C at the end. I feel like that's fair too. What did Xbox One have? Nothing. That just literally ain't have jack. Put it in C tier because it's a solid console, but it's just, yeah. As far as gaming goes, bro, worst Xbox gen in my opinion so far. All right, and now in the current, I mean, just for right now, let's do the Switch, because the Switch has been out, you know, the longest right now. Where y'all got that Switch? Where y'all boys putting the Switch at? The Switch out, I mean, the freaking Switch has been out since what, 2017, I think? Y'all don't think that the Switch is literally made for the B+ tier? Badass console, but it needs that extra, like, that is literally what the Switch is. Like, we all recognize the Switch is a great console, but we also have been recognizing that the Switch has been outdated for years. Is that not B+ tier? Do a poll. Do a poll. Because for me, I think the Switch, which is not disrespecting the Switch at all, I think the Switch is B+ tier. A badass console. You know, Switch has great stuff about it, but it needs that extra. I might move 360 down, honestly. 360 S tier, man. I'm moving that junk down. There's no way.
No, you wrong. You just wrong.
I mean, it is my list, Hunter, but it's our list too. I'm still trying to take into consideration y'all opinions. Yeah, it look like Switch is getting B tier, which I feel like is very fair for the Switch.
Pony, but biased aside, all PlayStation consoles should be S tier.
Absolutely not. Stop. You're showing your pony.